If you want to open the template editor, go to the sidebar and click on Template Editor. However, I would suggest before you do that from the start screen that you open a file. Opening a file gives you data to use when you're editing a template. If you don't have a file open, it's hard to preview the results of your template in the template editor. Another way to open the template editor is to find a template within your client file. Right-click on it and select Edit Template. The template editor opens in a separate window. It has 3 separate columns. The first one lists all the templates in your file. The second one shows you the code for the template, and the third column shows you the preview for the template. You can adjust some of your settings to make more room on the screen if you need to. For example, you can change to a bottom view preview if this is easier for you. You can also collapse the sidebar to help show more horizontally. And you can hide the preview altogether if you're just working in the code. In the sidebar itself, you'll see lots of templates. The templates are grouped by module and year, and given TaxCycle has a lot of years and module, that list is pretty long. We've added both a search and a filter option to the template editor. So you can filter by module and then by type as well. The file I have opened happens to be a 2024 file. So I'm going to focus on building and changing 2024 templates. You can see from the left-hand side, I can choose between which client I use to preview the content. So if I'm looking at this template and I switch to Vanessa, you will notice that on the right-hand side, the letter content changes. Any files that you have open that match the year and type for the template you're viewing will appear in this list with all the taxpayers from that file. The Properties tab allows you to edit the properties for a template. This includes the name, the description, the module, and the type of template it is, or the category it appears in the sidebar. At the top of the template, you will see a message that tells you whether the template is read-only or whether you can clone it. This is important because you can't edit our built-in templates, and they remain read-only, which is great because you can always revert back to them. In the menu system, you also have the option to clone a template or create a new blank template if you would like. When you create a new template, you must first select the module and year to which you want the template to apply. It is possible to apply a template to multiple years or even multiple modules, though you do want to be cautious depending on what the content of that template is. We do a fairly good job of making sure that engagement worksheet details are consistent across the modules where they can be. But of course, you won't have the same taxpayer details in T1 as in T2, or the same forms in both modules either. So you really want only very generic templates like letterhead and signature templates to apply to all modules if that's what you prefer. Now, there are some options around templates and you can access them here. These will take you to the options dialog where you can look at your template files and folders. And then if you want, you can go down and manage templates and some of the details from templates that are specific to a module as well. Once you have a template going, you can format it just like you would in any word processor. This is formatting, alignment, insert pictures, insert tables, and you got cut, copy, paste, find and replace, and even a test print option if you need to print it.